What is up? What is up? What is up, boys and girls? Good morning. It's a Wednesday morning here in the Southern California desert. Jeff, what's the date? Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. And all is good here. I'm sorry to hear that, before we hit go live, that once again, up there in the Napa, Northern California, this might be one of the reasons I moved out of that area.
You think?
I think.
I think I'd like to explore that a little bit.
Well,
Yeah, let's.
you're on your own. I'm done with the traffic. I'm done with the winters.
Yeah.
Well,
luckily I have. I'm headed down to. I'll be staying in Modesto tonight, but on the way hitting Pleasanton and getting a little indoor workout indoors there at the Bay Club down in Pleasanton. So I'll get a couple sets in today. Indoors, which is fine. It's just getting the swings in, and then Modesto tonight, and then I roll in. I come in hot tomorrow into Palm Desert.
Well, it'll be nice and toasty for you. It'll be good.
Right on.
It'll be good. Hey guys, listen. Would love to know where you are today. Just go ahead and drop into the chat area where you are. What's going on? Would love to. I always love to see that. As does Jeff. And any questions or comments, let us know.
Morning, Rich.
The lefty. Yes. Yeah. Alameda, California. Another Northern California frustrated guy going, God dang it, what the heck is going on? Anyway.
Can't wait to get out of here.
Yeah. So today, guys, we are going to work on a topspin forehand drive. And really what the message I want to get today, and the doubles are available, shall we call it, open court that we try to hit into. Obviously, the openings are smaller because there's two of those guys over there as opposed to singles. But what I found, Jeff, is that the sooner, and for me, I try to do it instant. I just try to go with that. What's the initial shot choice that just, for whatever reason, pops into my brain? And then if I'll just not go through the list of, well, I could go up the alley here. I could go in the middle. I could kind of roll it over there. I could top it. I could do this. I could do that. I could, slide it underneath, play a little dropper. And so that's really what I want to get into today. Look, guys, before we do, if you love this stuff, go ahead and click all those things. Just a quick reminder every morning, doing a live show. What's the right shot? Actually, next Monday, I've got a mixed doubles Wilson match at 8 a.m. So what I will do is make sure that I've got something teed up, and it'll be a recorded video. But so next Monday will not be live over at the Wilson. And maybe I'll do something from the Wilson. And then the afternoons, guys, some tennis mindset training daily, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, a live stream. And look, Jeff, I've created couple of new playlists for the channel. Number one is in under 60 seconds. This is a less than 1 minute video. I'm throwing out there 3 steps or 3 cues, technique stuff, swing tech. This one's a serve. I think I did a backhand slice passing shot yesterday. But 3 things to consider, and let's get it done in 60 seconds. And obviously no bloat, no fluff, no baloney. Take one of those 3 things, take it out in the court today, and work your little fanny off on it, and let's see.
Is this what Roger Federer does to get his serve right?
He comes over YouTube, especially now that he's retired. He's going like,
does he come over to the court in Moraga there? That court?
Yeah. It's not like riding a bike. It's not like riding a bike. Thank you. Anyway, here we are, mixed doubles. And, we saw, wasn't that long ago, right? Where same kind of deal where this started out as a chip and charge coming in. But the difference here, Jeff, is that it just kind of got in a little bit too tight and just never felt, I can't efficiently move forward.
Right.
So
you can see it. You hit that ball and you're actually fading back. It's a little fade away chip.
Yeah.
Because you got a little tied up.
So here we go. Early commitment. early shot choice, so early and so committed that I'm almost willing to tell the opponents, here's what I'm doing, because they might be guessing anyway.
Right.
And so, what do I care if they know what I'm going to do? If I hit a quality ball, and the quality doesn't mean it's going to be a winner, but it's going to be somewhere that they have to be able to defend, as opposed to a non-quality ball, which is maybe an offensive opportunity for them.
Right.
So what do I care? I think we get so wrapped up in a situation like this where, all right, I'm lining up a forehand. I got to hit it so well, there's a good chance it doesn't come back.
Right.
So for me, it's just, you know what? I'm going to take this thing, what I think is between the two of them, wherever they're standing right now. Now, again, could one of them move in the middle as I've committed to go through this thing and go up the middle? Of course.
Yeah.
I can't control that. What
Nope.
can I control? I can control my commitment to hit a high quality swing that goes forward, and has a little top. And now
Yep.
let's see what happens. We'll take it from there. Oh my gosh, it does go through them. Okay.
Just surgical.
Okay. But is that the intention?
No.
No, the
You just want to
intention is
take.
that it's going to be a two-shot play.
Yeah. And that the precision there really, is great. You're favoring, the gal's backhand up the middle. I don't know how intentional that was, but you probably just split the difference. You looked at it, right? So go one more click until the ball's on your strings. Right there, right? So I think the gal, your opponent there, she's exactly in the right place. She's squared off. She's right in front of you. So if you want to pass her down the line, you actually have to hit a minor cross-court ball to get it past her. From her position, she can take one step to her right, basically have the alley covered, right? Because your ball is coming, the geometry off your ball is going to be coming from straight in front of her to her right. So it's on angle, right? So you can't just paste it past her in a clean line, right? Never having bringing the ball in front of her. The other thing I noticed here is your opponent, the guy, you hit a nice return. He had to work and dig a little bit for this ball, right? So you hit a great return, exactly where you're supposed to. Journeyman return, beautiful. He digs, but you see his first move there. He kind of retreats a little bit, and then now he's in the middle of his service box. If that's me, I'm one position to his right by the time you make contact. I'm going to take the middle of the court away. Not that it still wouldn't be a well-struck ball that I have to handle, but I'm taking the middle away. So that you see, so my position would be one more position to his right.
Yeah,
by the time you make
even
contact.
if you're there, the ball's got enough dip. It's not crazy windshield wiper style dip,
No.
but it's got enough that these guys have got to handle it. And at best case, they keep it away from my.
Right.
Worst case, they pop it up to her.
Right.
And then if that's the case, then everybody in the area's bailing out.
Right.
So
and the other part of that is that if he makes that a little bit more of an aggressive move to the center, is it enough to get you to change your mind or to think about it a little bit or to like make that little? And I think that's part of where players sometimes they don't put the last layer of pressure on the shot they just hit by really establishing their next place that they should go stand, right? Where do I want the ball to land over there? Where should I go stand next? Your position is the last layer of pressure you can add before your opponent hits the ball.
Yeah,
so I find I get guys to like squeeze that racket a little tighter, try to make it a little better. And that's when, ball came up a little bit because he didn't quite get the top on it, right? All those things. So anyway, that's what I see there is.
So a couple things. Number one is that I've already committed. And if he
Yeah.
slides over, I'm not going to change it because I'm not looking out at the landscape.
Right.
And so I'm looking down at the bounce. I want to
Right.
laser beam the vision down at the bounce so that I see it coming up. Now, the other thing too is that you mentioned about the shot choice going up here into the alley. To me, if that's my shot choice, I feel like, man, I've got to really hit an even higher quality ball.
Right.
Because if the thing hangs up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and assuming that the opponent over there has got a decent forehand volley, right-hander,
Right.
this is kind of the lower 40 to be able to just kind of smoothly carve it in there, and we might get to it, but wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there's too many times where players go, I don't want them to touch it. If I go in the middle, well, now there's two people that could touch it. If I go up the alley, well, maybe they won't. And so
Right.
you end up sort of ratcheting up the level of a pressure on your shot choice,
Right.
which is just unneeded.
You've just elevated your risk reward factor, by 10.
Yeah.
Right. And the other thing is like, okay, so let's say that's me in the blue and I make that adjustment a little bit more aggressive to the center.
Yeah.
I still got to work my ass off to hit your ball.
That's right.
Right.
That's
And
right.
so that's the thing for you, like from your standpoint, there is no reason to shift. What do you care if I hit it back or not?
Well,
It's
I'm
irrelevant.
actually looking for the possibility of one of you guys over there maybe popping it up.
Yeah.
And
Maya is on high alert. You can see she's looking, and
yeah,
and anything floating, down the middle there, the claw is going to come out and wreak havoc.
No, it's and the best part about it is that she doesn't always have 100% control. And everyone over there knows that. So then it becomes like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God, she's not going to precisely put this in my boom. Oh, that kind of hurt.
Yeah. Where's my safety glasses?
Sorry. So, all right. So that's the message for today, guys. I was listening to a Tim Ferriss podcast this morning, one of his, I think it's the most recent one. And he starts off the intro and it just went, oh my God. And his message is, it's a question. He says, why are we so compelled to rush?
Right.
And it was actually a real question. I mean, it wasn't
right.
Rhetorical. And it just right. I mean, in tennis, we are so compelled
right
to rush whatever, to rush to get the ball back over there now, to rush to end the point. Okay, this is kind of a tough ball to end the point on. We are rushed if we're playing serve and volley to get out of the service motion so we can hopefully not have to play a tough half volley. We're just kind of rushed all over the map. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about that in the mindset training. Today in the mindset training, we're doing something that I actually got from the great Jody Rush, which I'll get into in just a second. Just quick reminder, guys. Every morning we're going live. What's the right shot? The two things that Jeff mentioned: number one, shot choice. Where do you want to land over there? And then number two, where do you want to move to next? And the third thing, maybe it's not permanent yet, but what's the message you're sending that might somewhere down the road get you a free point because that message is so strong, mostly about next best court position, that the guy doesn't want to give you that opportunity. Unforced error. And then in the afternoons, daily 2:30 in the afternoon. And look, again, two playlists. Number one, this one. And then another one I'm doing, Jeff, is I'm grabbing a clip, like the last two clips I grab off the Australian Open feed, and obviously giving them due credit. And I've got Yannick Sinner up there. And what's one thing that we can realistically copy that the pros do? There's some stuff we obviously can't, but I've got two. I'm starting a new playlist with, again, trying to keep it under a minute and just saying, look, here's one thing he does that we can copy. So I got a couple new playlists. Guys, if you love this stuff, please click the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And I was talking about tomorrow's, or I should talk about this afternoon's mindset training I got from Jody Rush, great senior player from Pacific Northwest. And he just said, his dad once said to him, son, if you never miss the easy ball, guess what? You'll become a ... So a little bit of a teaser for this afternoon.
Right.
But it's the most unbelievable mindset that at least shift for me. When he told me that,
Yeah.
I went, oh
that.
God. Oh, that part. Well, you mean,
right.
you mean, so all those easy ones, not all of them, but a lot of
Yeah.
the easy ones, the fat sitters I'm missing. Oh, I could think differently about that.
I shouldn't think like Chuckles the Clown when I get the sitter.
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. So, all right, guys, look, the other thing I've got for you here is if you're new to Web Tennis, thanks for joining me today. And look what I've got for you is a free course. It's on the between points routine. Between points time, the side changes of the match is 80% of your match. Could be a tournament match, could be a league match, could be a practice match, whatever it is, 80% of the time, give or take a percentage point or two in there, is spent not playing points. So it's imperative that you figure out how do you best manage that 80% of the match so that you can get some real clarity, some tactical focus clarity. How do you want to start the next point? And that clarity has a tendency to work its way over into the point where you get some shot choice clarity as well, as we talked about today, some commitment.
Right.
Just go over to webtennis.com, drop in a first name and email address. You'll get access to that free but private 20-minute course that I think is a game changer.
Cool.
What else? God, I guess that's it, man.
Yeah.
Bitcoin trying to make a move.
A lot of volatility this year.
All right.
But it's going to be good.
Good. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Jeff, as always, thanks for hanging out with us today, bringing your unique perspective on the game of tennis and all things human beings. Guys, get out there, help someone else have a great day. See you again next time.